My Esako people have a saying that "Ahagbe ni o wa alaaye." It's always a fact. When we all finish at the end of the day, we all go home. It's a big pleasure to be with you. And thank you to Uno Edora Nelson for inviting me to be part of this event. I wish I was there live with you. Unfortunately, it's not so. But hey, technology has a way of breaching things. And here we are having this conversation. Thank you so much to the organizers of this. And it's really very important, these three books that are going to be launched today. We have to know our rights. We also have to know our responsibilities. And also, empowering citizens with knowledge is very, very important. In everything that is done, knowledge is very key. And this is why I'm so happy about these handbooks that are being distributed. Knowing our rights is very important. We have to understand the Constitution, the basic things, what it is as citizens that we're supposed to get from our government. The era where government will build roads and we're clapping for them, all those are over. The era where some uniformed people will look at you and call you a bloody civilian, that it's over. We are in a democracy and we give up our rights, we give up our power for the state to protect us and give us certain rights. And so those rights, we almost know them. And it's very important knowing them. Beyond knowing this right is also to know what our responsibilities are. We are citizens and we are in a democracy. And you can't have democracy where you as a citizen, you're not also responsible for the things that are happening. Governance is something that every one of us has to take part in. You are either in the supply side of governance or you are in the other part, which is the demand side of governance. Most people do not understand that making demands is also a responsibility that they have. As citizens, we don't just vote and go home. No, we make demands on those that are voted for and we hold them accountable. And when they supply governance, they are not doing us a favor. And by the way, even before the supply, if you do not make demands, the people who are in supply of governance, which are those people that are voted for, what they will do is to supply that which is more easier for them to supply, and that is bad governance. So we all have to do something. And it's such a pleasure for me here to be able to say to every one of us, we have no other country other than Nigeria. And so we must do everything that is needed for Nigeria to work. And for Nigeria to work, the citizens have to see it as their own personal project. There is no Nigerian that is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. And there's no region that is more region than any region. Neither is there a state that is more of a state than any state. We all are Nigerians, and Nigeria is our country, and Nigeria has to work for us. We must work and get that nation where the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. The situation whereby you have to know someone somewhere there or you have to have some connection before you get certain things, those are things that have to go away. And for them to go away, we must be armed with knowledge, we must be passionate about our country, and we must stand and continue to go on. Yes, there are certain times that it seems as if, all that we're doing it for nothing. No. What we must focus on is our effort. What are the things that we're doing? Those countries where we look at them as having the best of the best, guess what? The citizens had to come out and participate in the governance of that country. The citizens had to know their rights. They had to know their responsibility and what to do and not give up on their country. And that's how they get it. One of the things that we must all understand is that history is very slow when you're living it. And anything you're doing, you think it's almost impossible. But guess what? The impossible becomes possible when the I am is removed. And you and I are the ones that will remove that I am. I wish you all the best. And I wish you all the learning. And thank you, Nuedo, for putting this together. And thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this. Next time, inshallah, I might be part of them, physically be there with you as I'm not here, but I wish I was there. But anyway, may we drop that grammar. You know, so this grammar. You know, so Edo people now, when we dey talk, now that pidgin na im dey sweet pass. Omo, as we dey here so I thank una well well o. Make una know say dis country we gats to know our right, we gats to know our responsibility, we gats to get dat knowledge wey dem no go dey do us anyhow. And anybody know say dey do anyhow, they go see anyhow. And make una no forget say Edo is the heartbeat of the nation. If Edo no go forward, nation no fit go forward, because without the heart you can't have a nation. So let's do all we can to not only get an amazing great state in Edo State, but also a great nation that every one of us can be proud of. Thank you so much for having me. Bye bye.